Isang mga kalikasang araw. We are from DEFCON 208, Section B, Group 1, and for today, we are going to share with you our journey in the implementation of our social marketing campaign. I am Jonalyn Cervantes, and together with me today are my groupmates, Mr. Christian Jomer Vanta, Ms. Ruth Kupang, and Mr. Dennis Maliwanag. The Philippines, located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, confronts significant environmental challenges due to climate change, including frequent tropical cyclones and intense heat waves. These adverse conditions highlight the critical need for effective environmental action. In response, the National Greening Program was launched in 2011 with ambitious goal of planting billions of trees to help restore and protect the country's natural landscapes. Despite the progress, issues like seedling overgrowth and underutilization in the nurseries have led to increased maintenance costs and reduced efficiency. Project GreenShade was conceived to tackle these problems. This initiative aims to optimize the use of available resources, reduce upkeep costs, and improve the effectiveness of the country's greening efforts. By engaging local communities, Project GreenShade not only supports environmental sustainability, but also bolsters community resilience against climate impacts. Project GreenShades represents our team's humble contribution towards addressing the Philippines' pressing environmental challenges. It is a testament of our commitment to environmental stewardship and community empowerment. Project GreenShade aims to enhance environmental resilience in the Calabarzon region by encouraging UPLB organizations to volunteer at the DNR Calabarzon nurseries to conduct seedling maintenance activities and utilize overgrown seedlings from these nurseries for tree planting. This initiative promotes biodiversity by incorporating native species and fosters community participation in response to climate change challenges like rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns. Our social marketing team has specific goals to support these efforts. Securing placement for at least 50% of plantable seedlings by May 5, 2024, achieving 500 likes on our Facebook page, and 300 views per video on YouTube to measure public engagement, and recruiting 200 volunteers for nursery activities to ensure the healthy growth of the trees. These objectives are crucial for the success and sustainability of the project.
For our social marketing, we established a dedicated Facebook page for our tree planting and volunteering initiative, and we also developed a YouTube channel specifically focused on tree planting. We regularly post updates and photos showcasing ongoing nursery volunteering activities. Facebook and YouTube are crucial for the promotion of Project Green Shade. These platforms allow us to quickly and efficiently reach a wide audience. More than just the avenue for disseminating information, YouTube and Facebook facilitate active engagement with our volunteers and broader community. The initiative features on Facebook like comments, likes, and shares open up two-way communication with our audience, creating a valuable feedback loop. This initiative is essential as it is only measured the impact of our content but also yields insight that help us tailor our message to better align the preferences and needs of our audiences. Utilizing these platforms enable us to spread our message cost effectively, ensuring we connect with the right people at the optimal times. Turning to our specific activities on Facebook, we have implemented a series of posts designed to engage and inform our audience. We have published 9 posts aimed to recruit volunteers to assist in nursery operations, highlighting the critical role volunteers play in our project success. Additionally, we shared 4 trivia posts about forests to educate our audience on environmental issues and 4 infographics that visually break down the benefits of reforestation and impact of climate change. We also shared 2 links to stories that illustrate the real-world impact of reforestation effort, further motivating our community to get involved. Each post is crafted to encourage interactions such as like, share, and comments, which helps extend our reach and deepen our engagement with the community. For our YouTube channel, we have focused on creating educational content that empowers individuals to participate actively in our reforestation effort. A key piece of content is our step-by-step video guide on how to plant tree seedlings. This video shows how to prepare a site, the actual planting process, and the essential aftercare tip to ensure the seedling thrives. This video is important tool for educating the public and foresting effective participation in Project GreenShade. For our implementation, we coordinate with DNR Calabarzon through direct messages with the DNR officials for project implementation and creation of social media page for the project. We also coordinate with the modernized and mechanized forest nursery point person. We also coordinate with the Regional National Greening Program Coordinator and the Chief of the Regular Strategic Communication and Initiative Group. And we also coordinate with the Assistant Regional Director for Technical Services. And here is some screenshot with the coordination of UPLB organizations for sharing the post. For monitoring, one of our group mate, Miss Jonaline, went to the nurseries for a site visit with DNR Calabarzon. We also create a registration channel for volunteers and tree planting requests. And lastly, we're answering online queries on our Facebook page.
The final stage of the project involves evaluating our initiatives, strategies, and their results. This allows us to assess the effectiveness and sustainability of our social marketing and implementation efforts. Here are the indicators we use to measure our project's effectiveness: the number of volunteers, social media engagements, and the rate of seedlings requested, all aligned with our project objectives. During the implementation period from April 21 to May 5, the DENR Calabarzon disbursed a total of 600 seedlings to the Laguna Provincial Government Environment and Natural Resources Office, resulting in a 1.5 achievement rate. Although our project objective is to ensure that at least 50% of the plantable seedlings are requested by May 5, we view this objective as a long-term vision. The implementation process may span several months, especially during the planting seasons in the second quarter of the year. The envisioned 50% objective can certainly be achieved during the planting period, as evidenced by tree planting requests received during the implementation period. For instance, IVA Incorporated requested 60 seedlings, and we continue to receive messages via our Facebook page from organizations and individuals expressing interest in signing up for tree planting. Through our campaign RITS, DENR Calabarzon received a request from Mapua Malayan Colleges Laguna to establish a memorandum of agreement for tree planting activities to be incorporated in their NSTP subject. Our objective for social media was to engage users and gauge public awareness by achieving at least 500 likes on our Facebook campaign page and 300 views per YouTube video. We successfully exceeded our Facebook target, with the page earning 314 likes and 560 followers. Our post reached 8,947 users and generated 1,897 engagements by May 5, 2024. However, our YouTube efforts did not meet our expectations, achieving only 33 views. This discrepancy highlights our audience's preference for Facebook, as evidenced by most queries and interactions occurring on this platform. We face some challenges in optimizing our social media strategy, particularly on YouTube, which we will be discussing in the later part of this presentation. Our social marketing campaign aimed to recruit at least 10 volunteer organizations to assist with seedling maintenance and plant care at the nursery, enhancing the growth and viability of young trees. We surpassed this target with 152 individuals from various organizations registering to participate in our nursery volunteer campaign. We will explore the reasons behind the shift from organizational to individual volunteer participation and discuss the implication of this deviation from our initial target later in this presentation. This is the overview of our project targets and the outcomes achieved. Overall, we successfully met most of our objectives. However, targets involving more extensive execution time, especially those related to mobilization, were impacted by the time constraints. This limited our ability to fully meet some specific goals. We will discuss the challenges and the areas affected in more detail in the subsequent slides.
During our campaign, we faced significant challenges in meeting some objectives. A primary issue was the low rate of seedling requests from the nursery, primarily due to the timing of our project coinciding with the Philippines dry season from December to May. During this period, tree planting is generally discouraged by the DNR due to the increased risk to plant survival. This led to hesitancy among organizations interested in participating, resulting in fewer seedlings being utilized than anticipated. Additionally, while organizations showed interest, many were hesitant to commit immediately, often needing more time for planning and member consensus. Despite these obstacles, we successfully engaged 152 individual volunteers, which was easier than engaging organizations that often require extensive internal consultations. However, volunteer scheduling was impacted by the El Nino phenomenon, restricting activities to early morning and late afternoon to mitigate the health risks. This scheduling sometimes conflicted with volunteer availability. Monitoring also presented challenges as many volunteers preferred direct communication over using designated Google Form. This preference led us to use multiple communication channels, complicating the monitoring process. The timing of the project towards the semester's end may have also limited student participation due to academic priorities. To boost our volunteer engagement, we sought support from environment focused organizations within UPLB and the UPLB Student Council to share our call for volunteers on their Facebook pages. We appreciate the cooperation from three organizations: Samahang Ekolohiya ng UPLB, UPLB Environmental Science Society, and Ugnayang Pahinungod UPLB. Although we reached our target number of Facebook followers, a significant challenge was the delayed activation of our social media accounts, which hindered broader social media interaction. Our campaign required several adjustments during its execution. Initially, we aimed to achieve multiple objectives, including increasing seedling demand, rallying UPLB organizations for volunteer support, and promoting the adoption of Graduated National Greening Program or NGP sites. Due to practical concerns, we decided to streamline our objectives and exclude the adoption of NGP sites, requiring extensive planning and a finalized memorandum of agreement. While initially targeting UPLB organizations, we expanded our outreach to include interested individuals, private sectors, and organizations beyond UPLB to ensure sufficient support for the nursery's needs. As we look toward the future of Project GreenShade, we focus on ensuring its sustainability and long-term impact. Originally a school project, it has now transitioned to the oversight of the DNR, which will continue to engage student volunteers for tree planting in Calabarzon. This move ensures the project's resistance does not stop as the semester ends. Despite dispersing only 600 of the targeted 39,624 seedlings, we view this as the start of a broader environmental initiative rather than a setback. Our project kickstarted a sustainable movement for environmental restoration, crucial for long-term ecological benefits. Sustainability in environmental projects is key. The true value of our efforts will emerge as the seedlings grow, enhancing biodiversity and contributing to carbon sequestration. The continuous involvement of university students and local communities in these efforts is vital. fostering a lasting commitment to environmental stewardship. By embedding Project GreenShade within DNR's programs, we ensure it grows and impacts further, highlighting our commitment to a lasting environmental legacy and demonstrating that educational initiatives can catalyze significant environmental actions.